let's hope that today is your lucky day, because it's time for a giveaway. Hey, everybody, welcome to Adobe Office Hours. I'm Andrew Hawkrattle.
I'm Nick Longo.
And we are doing a big giveaway today. If you haven't seen this or you don't know, we are doing a giveaway as a part of the show. That was very unintentional rhyming, but we'll take it.
Dude, you're like 2 for 2 right now.
Yeah, we're doing a giveaway here. And if we want to hop over to my screen real quick, you can go right over here to the Adobe Live Instagram. And on the Adobe Live Instagram, we are doing a giveaway right here on this post. All you need to do is comment the word code. C-O-D-E. Comment code on this post here, and you will get a DM with our secret code. Don't put it in yet.
I don't even know what it is.
See, it's that secret.
It's that secret,
so
guys.
you will get a message with our secret code that you can put in the chat, and then we will be picking someone to win 2,000 generative credits. So you can play around in Firefly Boards. So hold on, Lisa, keep the secret. Secrets. Chat, keep your secrets. So go check that out over on Instagram. And Cody, if we can just post that a couple times, we'll do the giveaway in about 10 minutes. We're going to get started in Firefly Boards, and then we'll come back and handle our giveaway. So Nick, let's talk about what we're doing today. What's the vibe? What's the challenge? And how are we going to do it?
Yeah, we're taking over from what we did last week. We showed you the ins and outs, like an intro to Firefly Boards. Now we're going to show you how we actually use it in our process of like getting an incredible little research, development, inspiration kind of vibe. And then we're going to go right into Illustrator and start building a real brand.
Yep. So I'm super excited. Firefly Boards is kind of a one-stop shop for inspiration, for collection, for coming with ideas, and really like brainstorming in the process. So we both have brands. We both have little briefs from our brands. And
we both have brains.
Yeah, we both have brains. We have briefs that we have created for imaginary brands. And we're going to kind of use Firefly Boards to create a brainstorm for this. Maybe it's a concept pitch to a client, right? And I saw a great Howard Pinsky was doing a podcast, and he was talking to, I think, I want to say oh man, I don't remember who it was. But he was talking about how we used to have to like kind of bang our head against the walls of like, does this work? No. Does this work? No. Does this work? No. And now we can use Firefly Boards to speed up that process. And so we can test our ideas, we can explore visual directions. And like, again, we're kind of curating vibes here. We can curate a vibe that we can present to client to say, hey, is this the vibe and general like area we're going for? And Nick, once we have our vibes ready, where will we take it next?
Oh, we're going to go right into Illustrator and actually build something out. You could even take it again from there if we have time, put it in libraries, get some assets doing it on Adobe Express, and it's kind of endless.
Yep,
you know,
100%. So we're gonna kind of just like round and around and around and around here. So let's hop into Adobe Firefly Boards. And Nick, we have some things here, and let us know what is your brand you're going to be working on, and what do you have going on here? I'm gonna hop over your screen.
Yeah, this is great too. We are in the same actual file, guys, and we're gonna work on 2 totally different briefs. And you can see here, this is like my section over here. I think Andrew's got his brief over there. So amazing. Like the fact that you could do this is kind of fun. Here's my little one. Oh, look at that. Hi, chat. See, we are completely live and doing the same file at the same time. I'm going to be doing Laser Lemonade. It is a beverage brand concept. Laser Lemonade Co. is a sparkling beverage company straight from the future. And what we did was we just built a fun little brief, and you can see it's got kind of all the same points you would get from the real one. But these, I really asked for some specific ones that both us can work on that really have a lot of imagery kind of descriptions. So that's going to be our goal in our first step here on boards is what does this look like? What's our mood board, right? So it should be fun.
Cool. So Nick, you've grabbed some images and inspiration to get started here. But we're going to use this to kind of remix to like look for some similar inspiration to kind of create our Firefly board. So before you hop into that, I'm going to talk about what I will be doing, and that will be a brand called Good Mutt Supply Co.
Yes.
Good Mutt Supply Co. We have our whole brief here. It is makes gear for trail-loving rescue dogs and their equally scrappy humans. I love the idea here. So we're going after dog lovers, outdoor enthusiasts. We're friendly, dependable, rugged, real, wholesome. So we're going to kind of create this brand, and we're going to create a mood, maybe 2 moods, to pitch to clients. And then we're going to take it to Illustrator, build some pieces, and then bring it back into Firefly Boards to kind of put together a little bit more of a presentation, which is really cool.
I like it. I like it.
All right, so we're going to hop into those. And chat, if you haven't, or you're just joining us, we have a giveaway running over on the Adobe Live Instagram. Go right here to this reel, comment the word code, and you will get the very secret code for our episode today. We're giving away 2,000 generative credits, and we're going to do that in about 5 minutes. So at 10:10 Pacific time, we will be doing that little giveaway. So Nick, let's hop over and get started. Where are you even going to get started with this?
I know. I'm looking at keywords. I think that's my favorite thing to do is if I wrote the brief or a client wrote the brief, first thing that sparked like a little bit of interest was this intergalactic energy. And I had a few things here on the side, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into generate. And here I'm going to actually pop it in. And I have intergalactic energy, right? But for style, if I click on this and maybe like select that guy, that's going to be my like resource. That's going to be my idea of like, I like that vibe. It's something I found. So I want to see what it's going to actually produce in Firefly that is a little bit more blue sky. And it's a combination of both a found image and some descriptive text. So you can see it's thinking. We're going to get 4 here. Oh, wow. Look. Oh, geez. This looks great. Look at this one. So place on canvas. Look at this incredible like visual we got here. That's cool. I think it has a little bit more of that intergalactic vibe than the other one. So that's kind of like my first round. I could do a ton more, but I'm kind of happy with it. What would be your first kind of like step here in building yours?
Yeah, so I want to like use Firefly Boards as my co-pilot to kind of like brainstorm ideas, and I love using this as like a conversation. And so what I'm going to do is like in my brain, I'm like, okay, we're building this brand. I have the understanding. I definitely like need to see a dog. And then I need to see like, I want the dog to be like muddy and crazy, but I also want vibes of like, a truck, going on an off-road path through mud in the woods. Like I want it to be very woodsy. And so I want to just start tossing out almost like that word cloud. If you work like in design or work in the creative field, a lot of times you'll do word clouds. You'll do kind of like lists of words that are like key concepts or ideas for the brand. And here is, I'm trying to do that visually. And I'm using Firefly Boards so that I'm not like stuck in a spreadsheet or on like a Word doc.
Cool. That would kill all like inspiration, wouldn't it?
What? Oh yeah, sitting on a Word doc? Yeah, like just writing out, yes. And so I'm gonna try to like put in different elements of this brand that I can already see in my head and almost brainstorm that word cloud visually. And what's cool is I can then select these two. I know that I want like this vibe and this vibe, but like I want these vibes together. And so I can click these two and then I can click on remix, which is really cool. And so if I click on remix, it's going to give me this big grid of images. And this grid is going to be a remix of the 2 images that I had selected. And this is just a great way to explore new styles and see if there's anything that lands here, right? So it's almost like I have this idea. These are the ingredients. Let's like mix them together and then show me like 6 different ways that you can mix these together to come up with different ideas.
How about 16?
How about 16? Thank you. That's much better.
And I want to see the dog driving.
Yep. Okay. We're doing... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh my God. Look at that first one.
So again, I want the focus to be on the dog. So I think that this one is definitely a standout. And again, this is just a good way to brainstorm and like have those ideas. I'm not mad about this one and the rest. I don't think that this is our brand. There we go. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on, chat. Let's...
Here he is. Yes.
Oh. Okay, so I don't think that these are exactly what I'm looking for. And what's nice is like that that happened in real time. What I love using Firefly Boards for, right, is we came up, we were like, okay, I like this element and this element. Let's see what those look like together and if this could work as like a part of the like brand vibe that we're going for. Yeah. And Nick, I love that you suggested that you're like, oh, what if the dog was driving? And I love that it gave us one of those, and then we saw it and we were kind of like, I don't know if that's like the vibe we're going for, right? But that's what Firefly Boards is supposed to be for, is like tossing out those ideas, seeing if they work, and then visually seeing them and being like, oh yeah, no, I don't think that that's going to work. Let's go ahead and try a different one.
That's great.
Okay, so we're here. We got a couple of pieces. And Nick, what are you up to over there?
Yeah, so I kind of was, along with your remix there, I did the same one. So I have the intergalactic kind of fantasy vibe here. And then I did this thing. There were two things there about chrome gradients. And then obviously it's lemonade. So I mixed a little bit there, got this one. And then look at these remixes here of kind of intergalactic and a lemonade and the chrome all kind of together in one. So you can see here, if you like them, great. I think a few of these kind of work. But now I have this other like aesthetic I want to try out. And that is this idea of like the Y2K kind of stuff as well.
Okay.
So maybe what I'm going to do is take the favorite. I would say like just for vibes, let's go with this one here. So I'll make it a little bit bigger so you all can see that. Then we're going to take this one. And now these are totally different things. So what will this put together? I have no idea. But we're going to take them both. And we'll hit the remix. And now you can see it's got that thinking. And we can see if there's something kind of unique happening here. Because, I mean, this is like, 5 creatives maybe working at the same time, maybe even more. Where it's really kind of your time management now is like completely on turbo.
Yeah, 100%. This, right?
So I just love that.
I'm over here and I wanted to see some like color vibes. I'm trying to like pull together some colors maybe for the clients.
Nice.
And what's cool is we actually can use like different like shapes and stuff here. But I need to find maybe like a oil painting of nature with maybe like rich oranges, greens, and blues. So I'm going to kind of generate a picture right in my brain of what the picture is. And then kind of pick out colors from that. We also could use generative color in Illustrator to do this. We also could do the color theme picker in Illustrator to do this. Some tools on Adobe Color as well. So there's a lot that we could do here. And you know what? I think that this image is actually pretty great for what I'm looking for. And so I'm going to leave that on our mood board. Just to kind of have there as we build this out. But I also want to pull out some of the colors. So we're going to go here and we are going to do just a little ellipse. Excuse me. Ooh, hold on.
Wow, these are great.
There we go. A little ellipse here. And let's see if we can pull out some of these colors. And let's go here. Select color. Let's see if we can. Yes. Okay. So I want like this orange, I think is nice. And again, I'm using hotkeys and it's funny because my brain is just doing it. I'm using hotkeys from Illustrator. I just did the drag holding Alt or Option. I love it. It gave me a nice little duplicate there. And yes, I love the colors in the tree image 100%. And like, again, this is why I love the mood boarding brainstorming version of it is like, these are not like, I wouldn't use this for anything. Like I wouldn't use this actual image for anything, but the colors of it are like exactly what I was looking for. And now I need like a dark brown out of here. Actually, I think that there's like a brown in here somewhere. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. And I think this orange, I want to go a little bit more here. And so this is just a great way to, again, we're presenting ideas to the client. There we go. I wanted that to be a little bit more down. And then I am going to do like this tan color of the sky. I love what's happening right here. You know that we love not having just like a regular version of white. And here are my colors. I think that this is like a pretty steady color palette for this brand as we move in a little bit further. Okay, Nick.
Yeah, we're building.
The time has come. The time has come for The giveaway.
Giveaway.
The giveaway. So we have been doing a giveaway here on Office Hours. We'll be doing more of these as well. Make sure that you go and follow Adobe Live on Instagram. If we do giveaways, we'll be doing them on my Instagram or Nick's Instagram or the Adobe Live Instagram.
Yeah.
And 2,000 generative credits for those of you who have gone to the reel, have commented the secret word. It is your time now to put in the secret code. What is the secret code? And we will pick someone from there to from the chat to win 2,000 generative credits. Chat, let us know the secret code. I'm looking at the YouTube chat and I'm also looking at the Behance chat, by the way. So drop that secret code in there, and you can always join our Discord at discord.gg/ACC. We're going to keep doing this series of Firefly boards, but we are playing around and doing some giveaways so that you can join us with Firefly boards. And we may be doing a collaborative one. I know we said we're going to do it this week, but we're probably not going to do it this week. But we will be doing a collaborative post that we can do. All right, we're starting to have the code come in. Look at all these people. Thank you so much for all the people who are following along. It's really cool to see y'all come from there to here. So put it in there. We're going to give you probably like a minute, and then we are going to go through, and Nick is going to pick a winner.
I think you're going to have to pick because it's a little blurry.
Okay, I will pick the winner. How about that? Nick, let's hop over real quick as they put in that secret code and enter.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it.
Chat, if you haven't done it, there's still time. The link is definitely right there in the chat. Go click, comment the code, and you will get the secret code delivered to you. We will pick a winner in just a few minutes. Nick,
all right,
what do you got over here?
Yeah, I'm trying to separate certain things. I want to make two groups now. So I feel like this is the one that this little group here is getting a little bit more, maybe sci-fi, and then this one feels a little more like a little bit more aspirational. I don't know, but I really do love this little chrome and lemon thing. That's kind of in the zone that I feel this like would work best. A question for you is, when you're at this point of exploration from a brief, when you find something you think is maybe the North Star, will you really convince the client, like, I really think this is the gold one?
Yeah,
this is
100%. And I think that like knowing your brand and what you're looking on, that like chrome lemon thing, that Firefly. And again, this is why I love Firefly boards, is like, that's not it. But like the energy that has and the vibe that has is 100% it, right?
Right. It's got a cool vibe.
Yeah, it has like a cool vibe. And then we go in and I'm like, oh, I know that I want to do Chrome text in Illustrator. We're going to do 3D. I'm going to add in a metallic shine on it. We're going to do like all the things start to go into my brain that I'm just going to like go into Illustrator or Photoshop to do. But this kind of like sets it up. And then you can explore more of that vibe. You're like, ooh, the vibe here is like kind of good. What are we going to do with this? All right.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and let's pick our winner for our challenge. So we had a lot of entries over on YouTube, and we are going to pick a winner. I think let's do a winner from YouTube. You know what? Let's do a winner from Behance. From YouTube? From Behance. Between the two. All right. I am going to... Nick, I need you to pick a letter. How about that?
Oh, okay.
Pick a letter. Any letter.
C.
C. All right, I'm going to look here and see who has the username closest to the letter C. And I do think that the winner is our friend Cheryl's Design. Cheryl starts with a C. Cheryl's Design and Photo Art. You are going to be our winner. We see it right over here. Congratulations, Cheryl. You got our secret message. OH Remix was the secret message that was there. So congrats. You did it. Good work, Cheryl. We're going to go ahead and give you that 2,000 generative credits. What we need you to do is find Nick or I over on Instagram. You can follow. We're in the post, tagged in the post right here. Send me a DM over on Instagram, letting me know that you won, and we will get your details and get you your generative credits. Congratulations.
Yeah, I love it.
And thanks so much for tuning in, y'all. Following along, make sure that you're following Adobe Live on Instagram, because we will do more giveaways here in the future.
Hey, awesome.
So fun.
Awesome job.
All right. So continuing on, I'm going to hop over to my screen, which I was already on. And I want to kind of start building out a little bit more of the vibe here. And so I think that I have some colors. I think that I want to play around with some type, but I want to
Yeah.
get some like inspiration first. And again, what I'm trying to do is get one 1920 by 1080 that I can show to a client and be like, hey, is this concept kind of what we're going for? Like, is this the vibe that you want? And that way you can yes or no, and we can kind of get started from there. All right, so hopping back over, Nick, you're going all over the place.
I know. I'm trying to find that magic moment where it really kind of works. So what we did was I tried doing a few just can ideas with some of the keywords: futuristic, energetic, lasers, all those things. And then even made this one, which I thought kind of came out really cool. And I think that'd be a fun little mock-up to make. But what I did was this is now what I'm seeing. So now I had some aesthetics I like, and I built the can. So now let's look and see what it's building here, and if there's any favorites that we like. So I'm kind of digging. These could even be fun little mock-ups that we put the design on, right?
Yes, and chat, if you're not doing that, like using Firefly and Firefly Boards for mock-ups is so good.
This is great. This is really, really neat. So I'm going to find one or two here that I like. Even this one just has a nice, like, I like the kind of simplistic vibe of this, and then it won't compete with maybe the graphics we put on it. So this could make a good, let's see if this works on one of my mood boards. I'm telling you, if you have a trackpad, use it for boards. It is so fun because you want to zoom in and out and have this like availability. This is great. So I think I'm liking this kind of vibe here. So I'm just trying to pair them up and then remix again. And then until we get to that thing, maybe you want to do like 5 more minutes of this, or what do you think?
Let's keep going here. So I am starting to explore some type. And again, I love focusing on like, this is not going to be the thing. This is going to be the vibe. I generated here, I wanted to see some like typography that was grungy and crazy, and it perfectly, like, here's some of the colors that I was using, created some of that type. Again, like, it's total gibberish, but it is giving the idea of like, oh, this is the kind of type, like this style is definitely what I want the brand to look like, that it's got kind of the like paint swatches in there. And so I want to play around with that idea. And so I'm going to do like a, photorealistic. I'm trying to create like a sign for like a national park, and then I'm going to remix those two images together. And see if I can like start creating that vibe. I'm also going to go to Adobe fonts and use that in conjunction. Okay, let's see. I got one here. And Nick, are you ready to like start? Like, what would be your screen that you would show to a client to pitch the idea, or are you ready to like hop into Illustrator?
I think you could go both ways, right? You can, if you have success in boards, I would arrange something. We showed how you can do that with that arrange tool here.
Yep.
And I'll do that in a sec. But I'm doing one more build here that I want to see if it works. I might just take a bunch in and try to make my mood board in Illustrator. I think it's all feel, right?
Yep.
Like,
so I'm going to hop in here, and what I want to see is I want this sign to be a little bit bigger, and I also want to see like this kind of type on this sign. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to choose right here this image. I'm going to go to edit, and we are going to go to edit with Gemini 2.5. So you can use partner models in Adobe Firefly Boards. And so we're going to go to Gemini 5, and then we are going to right there. Perfect. That is going to be an image. I'm also going to sample this image of the type I have here. And I'm going to say, make the sign larger with the type from the white image on the national park background. And then let's say, have it say, welcome. And that way I can just have like an image to say like, hey, you see this type, you see the nature, you might not put them together. Let me put them together for you, right? Let me like give you the idea for the client of what these two things are, and how they can work together. Okay, let's see how we did here. Okay, I want to see more of the like the crazy type.
Yeah.
Okay, hold please.
There's such a neat thing when you use the different models. I think what's nice is sometimes you might be stuck in a very one-dimensional thing, and then you use one of the other models, and it totally throws you on a tangent, which is good. I love that. That's great.
Okay, like it missed the sign, but it did get this type on here for me, like in that style. So we at least have like an idea to go here, and I am going to send that to the back, and then I want to do like 1 or 2 more pieces. I think that I want to pull some fonts in here to show the client when we start building this out. And so I'm going to go into type, and we are going to click to add our type. And then this is called, what is it? Good Mutt? Yes.
Yes. Great names.
Good Mutt Supply. And I am going to look at Adobe fonts. So we can just select this here, and we have a bunch of Adobe fonts. If you are familiar with Adobe Express, very similar Adobe fonts here. You can scroll through. I can do a long scroll. There's like a bunch of fonts. And I'm actually going to hop over, and I can click on more fonts, and it's going to give me different like types of fonts. And so I can kind of curate again by the vibes, which is what I want. And I want to find something that like has a little bit of like roughness. And you can see here, there is a category that is rough, which is really cool. And then we are going to see, okay, like, let's see if we can get maybe, ooh, actually, let's try this one. Oh, I'm not mad about that at all. Okay, so we have, excuse me, chat. We have some type, but I am going to do like a couple different variations of this. So while I explore more type, Nick, we're going to hop over to you. Where are you in your process?
I think I'll do the same thing. So we've got Laser Lemonade Co. I'm going to copy that here. And we'll, as one is building, this is great because like something's building. I'm over here copying. I'm bringing it over. And as it's happening, I'm going to actually, ooh, that's the one I wanted. All right, cool. I'm going to bring this over here. That's the vibe. All right, cool. So let's get the type tool and see what we got. I'm going to add here. We'll add Lemonade Co. I believe it's here in white. There it is. All right, cool. Let's get it into white so we can see what we're doing here. And then let's see, what do we got? I think I got futuristic, right? That's my vibe. So let's go future and see what happens. I love this because it goes to categories when you are here from Adobe Type. So I can go right into here and actually start seeing anything working. So I'm just going to duplicate a few and try a few more out.
Okay.
There we go. Cool. Let's see here.
I think that I am going to go over to, actually, I don't even need to. I was going to go and like explore Adobe fonts, but I don't really need to.
No.
In this point of the stage.
Yeah.
Because I can like literally go and look through like the different categories. Here. I know that I want something that is like a more of a rough font. I think that it's pretty easy to just do it here.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay, I'm going to do one more.
I think it's a fun challenge to keep in here because they are giving you full access and you can browse. It doesn't have to be something in your library already.
100%. Right? Yeah, it is. Cool. And again, including a Creative Cloud membership, Adobe Firefly Boards. And then we can also have, we have the Adobe Fonts integration. Like it all kind of comes together here. Mm-hmm. And I can kind of play around with what I like. There's some type, I'm not crazy about that one, but we're going to at least put these on there so that we can present to the client and be like, hey, here is the vibe that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And even doing something like we could use the AI assistant in Adobe Acrobat to, or you know what? We could even probably do some in Express to come up with like some taglines to present or like some type, some like messaging to present to the client. Okay, so I have some of the pieces here, and let's go ahead. I want to see like a look at, let's see, this is a apparel company, right? Let's see, what is my...
is it pet products?
Yes,
pet products?
So Good Mutt makes gear for trail-loving rescue dogs. Okay, so then maybe let's do like a leash. I want to say like... I'm trying to think of what my mock-up is going to be.
Let's see here.
What kind of gear does a dog need?
Oh, collar.
Let's do a dog collar.
Yeah, you could do a leash, like the cool little like leash thing.
Okay, let's do that.
Neat.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's go here, and I am going to do. Actually, hold on. Yeah. Let's do dog collar. Okay. So we're gonna see a dog collar mock-up, and then I think that we are going to go to Illustrator real quick to do some logo work, and then we'll come back over here. Nick, you've got some good stuff going over there.
Oh yeah. So look, when it fits, like you have a type, you have an image, and you're like, there it is. I think I just lucked out.
Yeah.
So I love this. This one I love for laser. So I'm just gonna copy that. We'll do another thing here, and we got that all by itself. And again, we talked about this last week. When you're in spots like this is literally like you're in Express, like you're in Illustrator. You have this kind of like real good flexibility to mess around with stuff. So maybe what I'll do here is keep that as laser, but then I'll duplicate this, and then let's go with maybe, I think we have recents. Oh, come on, this is great. It gives you like recent fonts, which is awesome. So let's go to that one for Lemonade. So we'll do Lemonade. And again, I want this nice and small underneath it. And this is Lemonade Co. So let's see how this starts to look. And we'll do upper lowercase and then lowercase down here. And I think once we have a few more things here, like that's the vibe. That's it right there. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Digging it. And then maybe do we want a little I might do a little lemon icon or something. You can
Yeah. Keep playing around with it, and
like,
then we want to get into doing some maybe like mock-ups and stuff.
Yeah.
As like the general gist. I do need to probably have like a mock-up. I'm just trying to think of like what dogs.
Another like product.
Yes.
Oh, a bandana.
Oh, a bandana. Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
A
dog bowl. You could do a dog bowl.
Yep.
You could do like a little travel bag for them.
What's cool is I can do a close up of a dog wearing an orange bandana. Oh, bandana in the forest. And what's cool is I can use our partner models here, and I am going to load in an image. And I'm going to load in the image of our dog that we have here. And that way I can kind of crop this in a little bit because I want it to be closer on him. So we're going to crop it in on him. And then a square image, I think, is what we want. Actually, let's go portrait for this one. Why not? And then we are going to generate. We're using Gemini 2.5 Nano Banana as the partner model here. And so we're going to generate, and it's going to kind of like mash those together. I also saw Howard do something really interesting that I'm going to try to get a different perspective on a photo, which I think is really interesting. So you can take a photo and then say like
code,
make this photo top down, and then we can get like a top down shot of the dog running like in the mud. Oh my goodness, this is the exact vibe that I'm going for.
Yeah, man, that looks sick.
Okay, 100%. This is like the vibe that I want. Is this dog with the bandana? Oh, that's so perfect. Okay, I'm obsessed.
The orange color goes with your.
Yep,
it goes with everything.
Yep, 100%. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more where I just want to see, just because I saw someone else do it, is we're gonna take this photo here, and then I'm going to use Nano Banana and see if I can get it to show me that from the top. So we are going to edit. We're going to go to Nano Banana, and then we're going to say, show this. Oops, I'm doing hotkeys. Show this picture from an aerial view and add a bandana to the dog. And let's do orange. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple things here again because we're like pitching clients on ideas. Ooh, this is going to be so fun. Let's hop over, Nick. What are you up to over here?
All right, so you inspired me to get some really cool lifestyle things.
Okay.
So what we're doing here is young Gen Z people enjoying a can of lemonade while exercising in a futuristic gym. So let's.
Oh, hold on. What does your product become?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Do a little energy drink?
Well, that's what it is. It's a lemon, it's kind of a lemon energy drink, lemonade, right?
Okay, I love that.
So look, we're getting these, I love when you start bringing people into the mix, and look, it's got a just generic kind of can here as well, but these are great. These are so cool. I love this vibe. So let's see, I'm going to try this one here as well. We'll place this one on canvas, and there we go. All right. So that's there. Let's see. So I want to build a little bit of that lifestyle board along with everything. So I'm going to start doing that. So then we can kind of have some fun and bring some stuff over and start building, right?
Yep. Okay. So I have here And we got about 20 minutes. So we should probably hop over into Illustrator if we want to do like logo stuff, and then we can bring it back and do some mockups and whatnot.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. I did the aerial. I basically took this shot and then said, give me an aerial view and add an orange scarf to the dog. And it totally did that. But I actually have an idea. So I need this image, but I need to, this is one of our like key images. I need to add an orange bandana. Because this is going to be fun. Orange bandana to the dog. Because what I want to do is I am going to pitch to the client with this concept and create a video with this. So I'm going to have like, here's like the dog vibe. You're in your truck. The dog's running. He's got a great little like good mutts bandana on. And okay, great. Okay, and this is actually really cool to see the side-by-side here when you have an idea that you're like, oh, I need to like keep most of it, but I just want to like add a little thing. We got, right, the little piece there, but then I also want to take this one here, and we are going to use this as like the last frame. So what we can do, this is going to be a fun one, chat. Here we go. We are going to, oh, Nick, I'm encroaching on your space. I'm sorry. We're going to go to generate. We're going to go to generate video, and then we are going to choose a dog with an orange bandana running through the mud in the forest. From there, we can do a composition reference, and this is going to reference kind of the composition of our video, which is what I want right here. Or we can do a first frame, which is definitely what I want, is I want this first frame to be wide, and then I want the last frame to be a lot closer. And we are going to do this as a widescreen. And chat, we're going to hit generate and see what happens. So we're using Firefly Video here. We are going to use some of our partner models to see as well. Yeah. But let's see what happens. And Nick, you're over in Illustrator.
Yeah, I just started the logo, and then I'm going to go back into our boards here as well and like start finding the things that I really liked. And then I'm going to do my color sampling from this. I think you did it.
That is your palette, 100%.
Yeah, I think for sure. So little by little, I think what I'm going to do is kind of like start bringing these in, and then we'll see here. Where is it? Did it post it? Ooh, we got to do the export. Correct?
Oh, yes, export. Yeah. Or you can just screenshot.
Oh, yeah, that's true. All right, cool. Let's do that. When all else fails, right? All right, cool.
Especially for grabbing colors. I have so many screenshots that are like, what is that? And you're like, I don't know, but I like the colors.
There we go.
And Lori's saying, yes, it's really cool to add something to the image. I agree. It's Nano Banana is a really great partner model here in Firefly Boards that you can use to just make quick little edits like that to kind of push things in. And our friend Charles Deary missed the giveaway by just that much. Another C name, Charles, send me a DM on Instagram and we can chat. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh boy, hold on. We got, chat. This is going to be good. Hold on. I can't go to my screen yet. Okay. I want to bring this over here because I definitely want this to be a major part of our mood board. Let me move some of our type here.
And I'm just trying to find the right kind of, I got a deep blue, and then we'll have like a sky blue along with that. I think that's going to feel in line with everything here. So let's get this best little sky blue. There it is.
All right, chat.
All right, cool.
We're going in because we have generated a video. Here we go. Ready for our good boy? Chat, he needs a name, by the way. We need to name him.
No way. Oh my gosh. Oh, the zoom in.
Yep. So basically what we did there, chat, is we had this like great image of this is our kind of start. This is where we want to end. Like this is really the hero shot. And now we have a video using one as the first frame, one as the last frame to really sell that idea of the Good Mutt Supply Co. Okay, this is so great. All right. I think that I'm close to making an artboard. Let's make an artboard real quick to show to our client. And Nick, we can do that right over here. And I'm going to click and drag this artboard out. Nice. And I'm going to make it like sort of 1920 by 1080 because who knows? And I'm going to put kind of, I like that it kind of crops things onto the artboard for us.
Right.
So that we can really make a presentation for the client. Like this image itself is actually not super important, but then the color palette really is. And so we can manage and play around with what these colors actually are.
Nice.
Okay. Obsessed with that. This little map I'm like not wild about, but we're going to put on there. Here is some of our type. Let's do a section for the type. So again, I would be doing this in Illustrator, but I think that I can do like a vibe check in boards.
True.
Before I get into Illustrator to like send to a client or anything.
Yeah.
And I can do, here's like kind of the type zone in the bottom. And then I'm going to drop some of these type items. And I think that like there is sometimes a focus on like, oh, we can like generate this and then be done. Like this is, I think, a much better and more custom version of like using generative AI in your process, because like we are able to pitch the concept to the client and pitch like the idea, but then go in and actually like cater to their feedback. And so we're going to go in and I'm going to grab another one of these colors. Ooh, you know what I would love? Feature request. I would love to be able to add or save colors to your palette so you can easily kind of grab colors to put in. All right, Nick, you got people in the gym. You got your logo. What's going on over there?
Oh, yeah. Let's go take a look. Where's my Illustrator? Bring me back, baby. There we go. All right, cool. So having some fun here. I brought in this as kind of like inspiration. It's where we.
Oh, Nick, are you going to do mock-up?
I think I have to do a mock-up, right?
Yeah, so, I think. Let's do mock-up in Illustrator, but then let's also do it with Nano Banana. So maybe if you can generate like
that's a great idea.
Can image, you do it in Illustrator, and then I'll do it with Partner Model, and we can see both versions.
So a slim beverage can in a futuristic environment with lasers.
Lasers.
And right now we're just trying to build a kind of mock-up model, and then we'll take it into Illustrator and try it there, and then we're going to also try it in the third party way with Nano Banana, because we had some luck with it with like the Benny ones last week were great. Oh, this looks awesome. All right, so I'm looking for the slim one. Let's try, actually that one looks the best because it's the cleanest image. So take a look at this, guys. Here we go. There's our image, right? And we got the blues going. So for the sake of time, let's make this a little smaller, and we'll do a quick little screen cap, and we can bring this right into our Illustrator file here. Let's go, Illustrator. And I love how it holds it for you there, which is great. All right, cool. So I'm going to make a quick little design for this. So we've got our laser, our lemonade. I'm going to obviously do this vertical because that's just calling out for it, right? There we go. All right. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And maybe what we do is we could put that blue stripe behind it. This could be like a full vertical can, all that. And let's just see what happens really quick. I'm going to take this, maybe a little bit smaller there, a little bit here, and we'll place it right over the can like this. Just make sure it kind of covers. You can do a quick stretch if you need to here, and just make sure it covers everything. I'm going to group it, select both that and the background, and then in object, we're going to go to, where's mockup beta? There it is. Create mockup. Perfect. Let's see what happens. So what's going to do is it's going to look at the curvature of the can, and it's going to try to put that graphic on there and make it look like a really good little mockup. Oh, we're almost there. Kind of excited. Let's see what laser.
Nick's getting excited.
Let's see what laser. Okay, there we go. Now, the first rule is to obviously go right over here and mess around with, like, we're going to do multiply. Ooh, it actually, that's kind of like a little mysterious.
I kind of like that. Try color burn.
Yes. All right. So here, and then we'll go to opacity and color burn. Let's see.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe.
Ooh, that shadow is hitting. Ooh.
Oh, let's move. Oh, move it to the side
with the laser.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Again,
So
and this is like
fully
oh, hold on. See, this is why,
mistakes. I
yes,
love
it's really
mistakes.
fun. Like,
Yeah.
yes, we are using Firefly Boards and using generative AI to like generate images and stuff.
Yeah.
But then we're still being able to like have control, be hands on, and have these happy little accidents where you see something like
That
randomly a
little
blending
glitch.
mode gets written, and you're like, oh, that's so cool for the mockup.
Like, look at that. Like that little glitch in there is really nice. I kind of dig that. All right, cool. So there's some good stuff there. Did you want to try? Should I try one in Nano?
Let's try it.
All right, I'm gonna see like what else you could do here, but that looks cool. All right, let's go back here.
And what I'm going to do is I want to have some like stampy vibes. And so we're just going to do travel stamps, and I'm going to do a style reference here, and I'm going to style reference these colors. Actually, hold on. Let's, yeah, I'm going to grab these colors. I'm just going to screenshot them and then put them back in here because they're ellipsis. It's not going to like pull them, but I'm going to use it as a style reference. Oops.
Okay.
I'll come back. And I want to get some like travel stamps, like generic travel stamps. So let's see what happens here. I'm actually not sure what's going to happen with creating like generic travel stamps. But I want to see if I can have these colors. Also, chat, you probably just saw something there. Is if you are working with an image with an artboard, as I drag this, you can see that it is just going wherever. Once I get it onto an artboard, it's going to crop it into that artboard. So you can see how it's getting cropped, but once my mouse leaves the artboard, then it will be free. So really great for presenting. You can kind of do that back to back.
There we go.
Okay. Right. Oh, okay. It did like travel stamps, but hold on. Like, I'm actually not mad about the vibes that are happening here at all. Oh, that's so interesting. And they're like vintagey. Okay, I'm keeping these. I think like, and again, this is why I love using this as a brainstorm process is like, those are crazy and like not usable as like a final result, but for a brainstorm and for like pitching vibes to clients, look at how great that color palette comes together.
That's really nice, dude. You got the green for that. You got the brown. You got the sky, and then the off-white always sets it off nicely,
right?
Man. Yeah, that's really cool.
Okay, so we're going somewhere. I do want to see like I almost want like a passport stamp kind of thing. And Nick, we have like 10 more minutes. So we can go. Let's see what you got over there.
I love that it made this short little can.
A little squatty can.
Hey, those are all the rage now. I don't know if you've seen them. They're everywhere. All these brands are kind of like another way to stand out. So all I did here was I said, put this logo on a space age drink can in a lemon space environment. So it didn't catch the lemon in there as well. But I'm going to try, let's see. So that was Flux. I've been reading that the context one is the one to mess around with there. Should we try? Oh, let's try the Nano Banana one and see what happens. So it's got the logo, and so the logo was right here, and we're using that as our image. So I'm gonna try doing a Nano Banana one and see what happens.
Cool.
It's just too much fun.
It did generate another like kind of random one, but the colors are so good. Like it is generating the perfect palette for me, and actually makes me want to add purple into the palette.
Yeah,
but
that
like
little deep, rich kind of like purple there.
Yep. And now I hate that map, but I really love I just love what's happening with these. Let me rotate this. Yeah, that purple is incredible, and I definitely want to add it to the palette. And so I'm just going to click here. I'm going to drag out another one of these, and then we can kind of grab this purple. Oh yeah, that's happening over here. Oh my gosh, that's so good. So again, I know I'm like gushing about how great this is, but I do love that it is an open brainstorm, that we're like discovering things. And this is the same as if we were like scrolling through Behance, or if we were, looking at Pinterest or whatever. This is helping us to find like the colors and the vibes. And just like that, like I could present that to a client and they get the vibe that we're going for with the color story. We have the video here of our good mutt running through the mud. And we have some type ideas over here. I do want to explore some like a leash. I think I'm going to put a leash here. And then this could be a good like one sheet idea for a client. All right, back to you.
Yeah, so look at this. We had that one, and then look at this one that it made here. I really like this vibe, where it actually created like a unique little soda can with this cap on the top. Like, can you imagine like that could inspire you working with the manufacturer and actually creating a really unique can that could be molded like that? Wouldn't that be like the perfect thing to hold on to as well?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Kind of like got an instant grip there as well. So this one was through the Nano Banana. This one was through Flux. So I love this idea. Like it will give you different little tangents to kind of explore and try some different things out as well. So I love that vibe. I might even try to like recreate that can with a 3D model in Illustrator.
Oh yeah.
That's a cool
idea.
Can
we zoom in close?
Yeah, I'm gonna try that really quick. Let's see if we have time. This would be a fun little departure, but let's go. So here, I'm gonna screen cap that, and then in Illustrator, where's my Illustrator? There we go. This is not a readable file. What happened?
Wait,
there?
did you copy and paste?
No, I did the screenshot. Let's try it again.
Okay. Wow. I don't know.
It's like my computer's going, sorry, Nick. Let's try it one more time. Maybe I waited too long and it was about ready to clear. Let's see. There. Oh, look at that. Having a little issue there. Let me see if I can get it on there, and then we'll try making a model. I'm going to see if it works.
All right, we're hopping over here, and I have created a leash. I just generated a leash here. I want to have something to like show some products that could happen, or at least like, again, we're just riding on vibes here. And so this would be another, like, is this the vibe that we want? Do we want it to be like muddy, or do we want it to be a little more clean, right? That we can kind of pitch clients on the concept of this brand. Yeah. I am going to bring our type a little bit more, over here, because I like that. And then I'm going to do these all in one line. We got about 3 minutes left, chat. So Thanks so much for joining us. We do have Adobe Max next week. So we will not be here next week. We'll be doing Adobe Max and hanging out. I will be streaming and bringing you the first takes on some new things that are on the way. Nick, are you streaming at all?
No, not at all.
But you will be at stuff. Adobe Max, right?
Yes, correct.
Yes, okay. So if you're coming to Adobe Max, come see me at the community booth. And I'm sure Nick will be stopping by the community booth as well. So come see both of us at the community booth. Office hour signing.
Hey.
We'll sign whatever you want.
Yeah, easy.
Okay, got this.
There it is.
Got right, here. Cool. And then I want to do maybe like one more thing here. And let's see if we can do typography of the word dog with splattered mud and leaves. Let's see. So for this one, I am going to use one of our partner models here. I'm going to use Nano Banana and see what we can come up with. And we are going to not use an image reference. I think that we're just going to go for it, and we're going to do maybe landscape, and let's generate that. And I think it's good. And Nick, you're doing like full manual reconstruction here.
Yeah. Yeah. So I brought this in, and all I'm doing is like a mirrored kind of vibe. You're doing it with no perspective. I'm trying to build it like this, where it's like each part has a line that meets up to the center line. So I think we need one more. Let's see. Oh, it only has one thing that's the rim there. All right, cool. So now I'll build this one, and we'll place it like this. And all I'm doing is kind of like getting the contours of this. So the idea is I'll probably show you guys next week, but like look at this. So this is like something you can actually bring into dimension and see if you can actually build this piece here. So that's that one piece like that. Cool. There we go. And I'm just going to rise it up here. I'll probably have to follow up with this one next week, but
that's fine. All right. Yeah. So let me show my mood board real quick that we did here in Firefly Boards. So I was creating a like pitch vibe for a brand called Good Mutt Supply. And we got some key imagery here. We had to tell that story. We're taking our client along with the story. We used a whole bunch of generations to create kind of these images for the background and then pull a color palette out of it. We got some type inspiration. I love what's happening with this type. And I would take this, like find a right font, take this into Photoshop and like really go manual on some of this like texture and stuff. I also could probably use Nano Banana to like map this out to say, what is it? Good Mutt. And then we also used our Firefly video to create a video of our dog running through. So this is something that I could share with the client and send as a board so they could get the idea. And they could come back and say like, oh my gosh, no, we want it to be like way more high tech, right?
It's a gut check.
It's a gut check. 100% great for brainstorming, good for gut check with client. Nick, what do you got?
I would love to show you on my screen where Andrew has this concise little thing and he pulled out the gold. Mine is like this whole chaotic side, and we're still not done yet. But
that's so true.
You have so much fun putting this together. And again, sometimes I think this is inspired like a whole new side. So maybe that's why sometimes it's like almost too much.
Yep.
And I can't narrow it down.
This is really cool. Cool. So we'll be back in a couple weeks to hang out. Thanks so much, our friends in chat. Thanks for being a part of our giveaway. Cheryl. If you want our giveaway, please message me over on Instagram. And otherwise, head over to Twitch. We're streaming live on Twitch right now, and we will see you there. Head over from YouTube or Behance, wherever you are. Head over to Twitch, and we'll see you in a couple weeks for another episode of Office Hours. Bye, everybody.
Later.